There we go. Should be live. Resident Evil 4. Here we go.
Resident Evil 4.
Wait, I'm being ridiculous. I just realized I have my... Yeah, I had my speakers in, not my headphones in. Let's not be ridiculous again, shall we? Oh wow! Apparently if you unplug, what? All right, try this again. Hopefully this works. Yeah, it looks like it should be working. Apparently, if you unplug your speakers, it just turns the game off. Really weird. I can't hear anything. There we go.
Resident Evil 4.
1998. I'll never forget it. It was the year when those grisly murders occurred in the Arklay Mountains. Soon after, the news was out to the whole world, revealing that it was the fault of a secret viral experiment conducted by the international pharmaceutical enterprise, Umbrella. The virus broke out in a nearby mountain community, Raccoon City, and hit the peaceful little town with a devastating blow crippling its very foundation. Not taking any chances, the President of the United States ordered a contingency plan.
Alright, right now, just trying to test the audio here. Hello, hello.
The whole affair gone public. The United States government issued an indefinite suspension of business decree to Umbrella.
Alright, I'm a lot louder than the game, but I don't think that's going to be a huge issue. Can I see the chat? There we go. All I want to see is the chat.
Was finished.
Testing.
Six years have passed.
I don't understand why. There we go. That was a bit delayed, but it's all good.
I received special training via a secret organization.
Excellent. Okay, let's get started. I'm just gonna kind of skip this. Headphones on. Haven fear. Have no fear. I said haven fear. What is up? Liquid tank. Excellent. Everything's looking good. So I don't know if I quite have a gimmick for this one, but I'm probably not going to upgrade my healing or upgrade my health.
Excuse me, sir.
I don't want to. Excuse me. I don't want to use any checkpoints either, so I'll probably be saving any chance I get. Because I'm pretty sure if you use checkpoints, like the dynamic difficulty changes.
I was wondering if you might recognize the girl in this photograph.
¿Qué carajo estás haciendo aquí? Lárgate, cabrón.
Sorry to have bothered.
I think it's a little quiet. I'm gonna see if I can have it up after this cutscene.
Freeze. I said freeze.
Alright, hopefully this doesn't F up anything. I'm gonna... I hate I have to Alt-Tab out every single time to do this.
There was a hostile local. I had no choice but to neutralize him. There are still others surrounding the area.
Get out
I
of
hope
there and head
that's
toward the village.
good.
Take whatever measures necessary to save the subject.
Understood.
Alright. Alright, so far no damage. Excellent. What up, Cody? How's it going? Hope everyone's having a good day. I think I'll have a lot more fun with this game. I was playing off the record earlier and not having a good time. So I think this will be a pretty good game to stream. It's just a much better game. It's one of the best games of all time, so.
Oh, no.
I'm not gonna try to go like speedrun strats, but I do want to see how much I can get through today. I think it's inverted. No, that's right. Okay. Review it on the Quest 2. You're gonna have to explain that one to me. On the Quest 2. I wish this wasn't such a... I feel like if I did a review of this game, which I would love to, I feel like I would talk about that dog a lot. Not like throughout the whole video or anything, but I would spend a pretty good amount of time like discussing like the reason why that dog is there. Because there really aren't that many moments in this game where like your decisions impact the rest of the game. So I almost wonder if that was like... Is he in here? Oh. So, I don't know. I don't want to give too much away since I feel like I probably will do something on this game at some point. But, oh gosh. Yeah. So far, so good. Oh, VR? Yeah, I've been kind of hearing about that. I haven't seen anything on it. I've never even used VR yet, so I'm just kind of surprised that it exists, to be honest with you. I almost kind of want his knife aiming inverted, to be honest with you. I'm used to controlling his knife inverted.
Leon, how you holding up?
What's up, Scorn?
Bad question,
Sorry to hear that. I sent you a playing manual.
The only thing I'm not gonna do
I'll take a look at it.
is
Thanks.
I'm not gonna use any of the yellow herbs, so I won't be upgrading my health at all. I'll be trying to sell those for extra money, but I can't really think of anything else I'm gonna do. I'm gonna not get the sniper as well until I can get... No, I think it's the shock... No, what am I thinking? Is it the sniper? There's like a gun I want to hold off on until I get to the castle.
Por él. ¡Agárrenlo! Detrás de ti, bestia.
Listen, I think she was asking for it. She was standing right there.
Vayan por detrás.
Who are these people?
Bloqueen el
What
paso.
are they planning? Great. Chainsaw.
Great! Chainsaw! You know, Leon, you have a gun.
Son of a...
I feel like a gun is a little bit better than a chainsaw, but I don't know. This game was so good. fuck. Yeah, that was dumb. Well, there's my first hit of damage. Oh, ho, ho. Oh, ho, ho. I've actually been going in here, like the last few times I played, because I almost never go in here during this section, but I'm like, you know what? It'll add a little fun to it. Oh shit. Oh, give me some room, guys. Ah, fuck. Ah, I missed the kick. Awesome, I appreciate it. I appreciate that you enjoy my old reviews. That's good. It's always nice when anyone's able to find the channel. Get out of here. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm not talking too much right now. I was really focused. Carlisle, what is up? Oh man, it's so much fun playing Resident Evil 4. And I gotta tell you, so I was playing the GameCube version recently, and it's really good, but going into your briefcase takes a little longer, so you can't really go as quick through, you know, to exchange your weapons, so having it on the PC is like, I'm sure you heard the snaps, right? Snap, 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 snap. It's very snappy.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
Where's everyone going? Bingo? Got him. Got him.
Hunnigan, I have some...
Oh, this game is so good. It's weird how like there are a few of these little things, like shelving things that look exactly the same that you can open, but there are a few that you can't. It's weird. What up, Dave? Yeah, there's a person just asking for like the VR. He said I should do a review of the game, but the VR version. Yeah, I was getting pretty ganked there, but it worked out. Like, having the shotgun just makes everything so easy. I shouldn't say so easy. I mean, I did get damaged, which wasn't ideal, but it happens. You'll also see that I tend to not heal as often as I should, just because I don't really wanna. I don't. It's really naive, but I just don't suspect. I don't expect myself to take damage, so it's like I'll be fine. When in reality, it's like, well, are you? So, I'll probably ask this periodically as anyone else is in here for anyone in here who's played Dead Rising 4, what is like the most hilarious part, or like the most like, oh my gosh, this game is so bad moment in the game? Because I kind of can't really think of any, and I'll be using a few shots of that game in a certain video of mine, and I'm trying to think what. It's so forgettable. I can't even recall the moments where I felt so like, oh, this game is terrible. It's just kind of so forgettable. So I'm trying to find a moment in that game where, I don't know. Like, so far I have myself driving around in a really small car because I really enjoyed that part. That's like one of the only parts I enjoyed in the game. So. But yeah, if anybody has any ideas on that, I'm all ears. Oh, yellow. Alright, I'll sell that. I guess I'll take a green herb. Oh yeah, Leon is so silly. I'm assuming they just didn't have like any kind of gameplay mechanics to work around climbing down a ladder or anything, because he jumps down ladders no matter what. Oh, I was gonna call you a police guard. Palace guard, how you doing? It's going all right. I haven't really, I haven't really done a whole lot that kind of has like the feeling of Halloween, unfortunately. I kind of wanted to watch the movie Halloween because I haven't ever seen it, surprisingly, and I've been kind of, I suppose you can say, catching up on some John Carpenter films, and he's really good, so I feel like it'd be natural, but I just haven't had time. Bam, 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 bam. Augustine, what is up? What kind of Dead Rising 3 is this? The one that's actually good. The one that isn't horse shit. I feel like you don't understand the levels of which I hate Dead Rising 3. I feel like you just don't comprehend it. Wow, come on now. There we go. Ah, the fucking fence. I was trying to avoid it. The fucking fence got me. Yeah, I would imagine. I mean, again, it's hard to really compare because, like, if you're comparing it to like the first Halloween film, I would imagine the first Halloween film is by far the best because the director is John fucking Carpenter, right? Whereas the other ones are just, hey, we want to make this guy a horror villain. Hey, friend. Honestly, I feel like if you gave me like free reign to hate on Dead Rising 3 in a whole video, it would probably be around like 2 hours. Like, that's how much I hate the game. Like, it would be a 2-hour hit piece on that game if I ever did a video on that game, which I don't think I ever will. Pardon me. What's up, buddy? Oh, his head's in the hay. Poor guy. Get out of town. Oh, he's alive still. Yo, Tuffy. Oh, this game is so good. You know, I almost feel like if this game was made now, and well, I don't know, because I haven't actually played Resident Evil 8, so I hear Resident Evil 8 is really good. I haven't played it yet, but I hear it's kind of like this game in a way, which is great. But I feel like if like a different company, you know, had its hands on this game in the past or whatever, they would have probably made it so like you can upgrade like your knife, or like you can upgrade just, I don't know, just be like, oh, all this stuff is experience, or something stupid like that, where you have like, oh, let's upgrade shit. I thought that's all you had to do. I could have sworn. Yeah, there we go. Now just for everyone, I feel like everyone's gonna yell at me. I understand you can hop down from up there. I understand that, but I wanted to show you could also use a shotgun. What was I saying? Yeah, I feel like new players probably don't even think the knife is useful, because of course they have a bunch of guns and stuff, and also you're really restricted with the knife, you know. But it's great, you know. It's an awesome option, like to, you know, to conserve ammo and stuff. And I feel like if it was a different kind of developer, they would have been like, oh, let's upgrade your knife. Blah, 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 blah. Stupid shit. Almost like Dead Rising 3, actually. Upgrade everything. I really don't like those sections. But I guess they are what they are. Boink. Boink. Ah, fuck, I missed him. Alright. On the GameCube, this was really hard to do, but here it's so easy, because it's widescreen and you can see that laser so much easier. Ready for it? Oh, I love it. I shot a tarantula. Or some kind of spider. Watch out for the bear trap. Those actually are kind of hard to see, because everything else in this area is pretty brown. What the fuck? How am I missing this? Oh, good lord, get out of here! Holy shit, that was close. Well, I mean, like, I will agree. I think this game looks amazing on, like, the GameCube and the PS2, but we also have to consider that I am on the PC version, which, is widescreen, which is nice. But yeah, I'd say everything looks good. It looks really good. Which is almost why I don't even see like a real reason to have like a remake of this game. It's just, it's perfectly fine as is, you know. But I know people want the. I mean, I understand like wanting all the good graphics and shit like that, but I feel like they might change stuff, and I don't really know what they possibly could change in this game. Perhaps more times where you save dogs. I don't know. I think that's the only thing I need in this area, right? Just that treasure. Wait, let's not be dumb. I'm pretty sure on, like on console, you can't have it widescreen like this, unless, I don't know. I have no idea how you get that to work. But yeah, like on console, like on GameCube, like it's the full screen display. But I mean, it still looks great. I 100% agree. But it is a little better because of the widescreen, and I think it's got updated like textures or something. I don't really know everything in this little remaster. But yeah, I don't know for sure if they're gonna have like a remake, but I could have sworn they confirmed it or something, or like there was a bunch of rumors about it, and they didn't outright say here it comes, but it was pretty close to that. Augustine, I'm with you, man. Like the craziest thing to me is, I hope you guys don't mind. I'm gonna skip some of these cutscenes. I probably will keep the ones actually like with Lewis though, because he is great. I probably shouldn't have skipped that one, but it's all right. But the craziest one to me is them trying to remake The Last of Us. That's just fucking baffling. Like, good lord.
Let us give you our power.
Oh yeah, the Coda remake. I don't think that needs a remake either. I think just playing the original is fine.
Unable to resist.
I just know they're gonna change the gameplay, and I just worry that it's just gonna be like not the same game anymore. So at that point, then just why even bother? If you're gonna change the gameplay, I don't know.
Hey, wake up. Crawl out of one hole and
However,
into another.
At least with the Coda
You wanna
remake,
tell me what's going on here?
we can still play that, and you can still buy it.
see?
You can still like buy the original version easily.
Part of the world.
So that's a little better than like
Whoever you are.
Shadow of the Colossus
Name's
and
Leon.
Demon
Can't really
Souls,
look at
where
this
if you
girl.
want to buy
Seen her?
that on the newest console,
What, are you supposed
you
to be
just
a
can't
cop
play
or
the original
something?
Demon Souls anymore unless you have a PS3.
You don't look the type. Maybe. Okay, let me guess. She's the president's daughter?
It's too good for a guess.
Augustine, is this your
explaining?
meme? Are you like the Dead Rising 3 apologist? I love it.
Nah, I'm just kidding with you, amigo. I overheard one of the villagers talking something about the president's daughter in the church.
SJW person?
And who might
And
you
what?
be?
Me llamo Luis Serra. I used to be a cop in Madrid. But now I'm just a good-for-nothing guy who happens to be quite a ladies' man.
Why'd you quit?
Phew, policia. You put your life on the line. Nobody really appreciates you enough for it. Being a hero isn't what it's cracked up to be anymore.
Used to be a cop myself. Only for a day, though.
I thought I was bad.
Somehow I managed to get myself involved with the incident in Raccoon City on my first day in the force.
That is the incident with the viral outbreak, right? I think I might have seen a sample of the virus in a lab at the department.
I would like to be able to play all of the MGS, or all of the MGS games on PC or something. Like I would like to have them ported on all consoles, but at the same time, I really don't think, like for example, like MGS2, you don't need to do anything to that game. It looks amazing. Like if they tried to make it look really cool, I would probably think it looks cringy or something. Just like, why even bother doing this? Am I gonna review the Dead Rising movie? No. However, I say no, but I've had it happen where like I say no to something, and then it's in my brain for a long time, and I'm like, you know what? Wouldn't that be pretty fucking funny if I did that? That's how the Battlefront video happened, or I should say, how the new Battlefront video happened. I kept saying no. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that, and then I ended up doing it. Yeah. One of the writers of what? Oh, for the Coda remake?
got something that might interest you.
I don't really care about that. I would just make. I just want to make. I would like the gameplay to not be effed up, because I feel like there are gonna be people who. I've already seen people complain about like how bad the gameplay was back then or whatever on that game. It's like, well, then you just don't want to play the game. Like that's what the game is.
Is that all?
Like I don't understand what.
Thank you.
Like what you're wanting.
Is that
Like,
all?
well, hang on.
Thank you.
Excuse me. If they're wanting like if they're wanting an Old Republic game in like the same vein as like, you know, or like a more RPG focused Jedi Fallen Hero, I can understand wanting that, absolutely. But at the same time, it's like,
What are you?
you know, like what are you even?
Is that all straight? Is that? Thank you.
I don't know.
Is that?
But as I said, obviously we always have like the actual coder we can always play, so it isn't a big deal. Even if they change it drastically, I'd be like, well, guess what? I don't have to play it. So that's the good thing about it. And again, that's why it's like if you have the original, so where it's accessible to everybody along with the remake, then there's really no problems, is there? This doesn't look as good as I'd like it to, but it's fine. Fallout New Vegas remake. That's a really good game. I don't know. Again, I don't know if I need I don't know if I want a remake of anything. Hang on. Let's actually give this some like some real thought here. What game could I possibly conceive that needs a remake? I gotta tell you, I don't have much. I forgot the music in this section is loud as shit, so I'm sure you guys can't even hear me right now. That was dumb. I shouldn't have backed off like that. Fucking hell. Ugh. You just killed your own guys, bro. Alright. Thanks for the help. Fucking hell, I should have my shotgun out. guy's got the same hat on. Dumb. Come on, dork. His hat's gone. Yeah, it would be very easy if you could just kick all day. Oh man, this game is so good. Wait, I saw that. I think that was a pretty generous hitbox. I don't think I actually hit the dynamite. Oh, that was close. I have to stop. I gotta stop backing up. I know he's gonna hit me if I back up. I have to start going off to the side. What am I doing? I gotta tell you, man, like, oh, playing this makes me want to do an actual video on the game pretty soon. It's just so good, and I would love to talk about it. But it's interesting how, you know what, I'm gonna wait, because this music's very loud. I'm just gonna wait. Still up there? What a piece of shit. Finally. It's all of them, right? Okay. But anyway, now that the music's done, it's pretty crazy how, like, if you kind of like know what you're doing and you're not really like afraid of actually getting into the action and stuff like that, it almost feels like a choreographed action scene, or like I'd say even like a dance. It's just like spacing is really, really important. Because you're pretty much able to bait almost any attack you want to, and then like they all have like extremely set ranges, which is exactly what you want in an action game. And it's really frustrating that so many action games have that fucking auto target nonsense. where the enemies will do a slash, and it's like, oh, it doesn't matter how far away they are, you have to roll, otherwise you're gonna get attacked. It's annoying as shit. So it's cool that spacing is so important. But also, even though like you're limited on how you move and everything, if you know how to move and like if you know the controls well enough, you can. I don't know. It just feels really nice. It almost feels like a choreographed dance maneuver. I shouldn't say maneuver, but it's good. It's a really good game. How can you say Dying Light 2 is worse? It's not even out yet. My guy. I'm sure you're just fucking around, but it reminds me of when I see people almost like hyping up a game that isn't out yet. It's just so bonkers to me. And people will genuinely do this. Like, it isn't like there's like, oh, I'm just effing with you. Like, there are people who I remember that this happened when Red Dead 2 was about to come out. A person, I think it was on Reddit, they said that it was going to be like one of the best games of all time. And I'm like, dude, you're only setting yourself up for disappointment with expectations like that. It can't be in your head already one of the best games ever if it isn't out yet. That's ridiculous. And he's like, well, if you've seen like Rockstar's track record and also how incredible the last game was and how it's like, you know, like, we want one of the best games of all time. Of course it's going to be one of the best games of all time. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? So it's just annoying when I see anyone have expectations for a game that isn't out yet. So. Yeah, Tank, I totally agree with you. It has really, really good, like the Police Chief song is the best song in the game. Like, hands down for me. So, I'm happy you think that. It's fucking great. Oh, really? Come on. That's 5 headshots now, and a kick. I think that took too many that time. But what are you gonna do? Hang on, I'm gonna see if I can turn this music down. This is really loud. That's all like the options it gives me. That's pretty embarrassing. That's annoying. Alright, I'll have you guys tell me, like, if the music is playing like this, is it like hard to hear me? Because I feel like it's pretty fucking loud. Oh. My guy! That's bullshit. Alright. Alright, guys, you know what? I'm gonna say it. If there is a remake of this game, enemies should be able to activate the bear traps. That's fucking garbage. That's bullshit. Anyway, oh, actually, yeah, I played Saints Row when I was way younger. And everyone, you know, everyone on Earth was calling it a GTA clone. But the greatest part about it, I don't think I ever beat it, but the best part about it that I still remember is doing like insurance fraud or something, where like you try to get hit by a car and you try to do it in like a convincing way or something, and you get like some kind of payout, like depending on how hurt you got. Did anyone else remember that? Am I just thinking? Is it like a fever dream? I feel like that was in the game, and it was funny. Pride boss theme. Pride. Let's see. Who was Pride? Was it like the heavy lifter lady? Or was she Pride? I don't remember. No, she was probably... Maybe it was Pride. I don't remember her theme. No, I'm pretty sure a flash doesn't work, but a grenade does. I think that's what it is, right? I'm pretty sure a flash... Or does it work here? Yes, a flash doesn't work, but I think the inferno doesn't work. Alright, looks like it's the grenade I'm thinking of. That's fun. And here's the part I'm sure everyone remembers: trying to fit all these damn fish in your carrying case. Let's see. Oh, there we go. There we go. Look at this. Look at this. It's gonna work out. Oh, maybe not. This is gonna be rough. I don't need that sniper ammo, but I feel wrong just like discarding it though. Insurance fraud things they're fun. I liked them. Envy. Oh, Augustine, I get that it's your gimmick, right? I get that this is your gimmick. Like to be like a Dead Rising 3 apologist, but Envy is such a bad boss fight. Well, I guess I shouldn't say it's a bad boss fight. It's pretty forgettable. At the very least, it has like a gimmick to it where you know, are able to craft stuff, and he goes, "What? You're crafting stuff? Ah, I want to be like Nick Ramos. I'm Kick Tamos." I don't think he called himself Kick Tamos, but I'm pretty sure he called himself Kick. It's just so silly because like it doesn't make any sense, because I've already said this in the video that I've made for the game, but like I didn't do his first side quest. I didn't do it, and yet the game still carried on as if I did. It doesn't make any sense. I think I got everything else over here. Speaking of good idea, bad execution, the greed fight. Oh man, like that is easily. It's a mix between like the best and the worst fight, because on one hand it is a very like in isolation, right? It's great. At least I think it is. But it does not feel like a Dead Rising anything. It doesn't remind me of Dead Rising. It's not Dead Rising. It's just not at all Dead Rising. But I do think the concept is pretty cool. But they just totally fucked it up. It doesn't make... Like, his character makes no sense. Why would he let you wander around? Why wouldn't he strap you down? Then again, we were shown, right, at the end of Dead Rising 3, that Nick Ramos can get out of restraints with no one helping him. He just has to go grrr, and he just flings his arms out of constraints.
You carry the same blood as us, it seems. Nevertheless, you're an outsider. Just remember, if you become unpleasant to our eyes, you'll face severe consequences.
What? Same blood.
I also think that isn't the greatest. I don't know. It feels kind of weird that Leon would have died if the big cheese wasn't so stupid. Because I mean, he should have killed Leon. He should have done it. Like, obviously, he should have killed Leon, but he doesn't.
Leon, I've been able to get some new info that might help you.
Fill me in.
Apparently, there's a religious cult group involved.
Thank you. I'm sure everyone also knows about this, right? If you go back through this little door, you get an extra cutscene. Can someone who knows a lot about this whole series explain to me what is Ada? What is her purpose? I don't understand. And I've played Resident Evil 6. I don't remember much of it, but I've played RE2 Remake. I've played this game a lot of times. I've played Resident Evil 6. I think those are the games she's involved in, right? I don't understand Ada. What does she do? Like, I know she works for Wesker, I think. I guess I haven't played Separate Ways, so maybe I should play that. Surprisingly, out of all the things I haven't played, it's a thing in this game. But I just don't get her. He even says he's gonna have a lot of PP points. He says that. See, that's where we kind of see things differently. Because I think that's just like trying to be meta, you know, as like a humor thing, and I don't think that's very funny. Because obviously nobody in the Dead Rising world should know what fucking PP is, right? Besides urine. You will burn. Boink, 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 boink. Boink. You think I'm afraid of you? Get out of here, chainsaw guy. Get out of here, chainsaw guy. What was he thinking? I'm fucking Leon Kennedy, my dude. I mean, I don't punch a boulder, but I do hop down like 20 feet, and I land on my fucking feet. I guess I said feet twice. The point is, his legs are invincible. Bonk. Bonk. Who's the girl who talks to you on the phone? What? What are you talking about? What? I don't. I'm so confused. Am I supposed to be responding to these, or are you just like? I don't know. Pardon me, ma'am. I like how they all fall. Oh, you cunt. Oh, fuck off. That's no bueno. Is it true that if you get... I'm pretty sure if you get grabbed from the back, you don't take any damage if you do like the thing correctly. Whereas if you get grabbed from the front, no matter what, you do take damage. So if anything, like if I know I'm gonna get grabbed, I wonder if it'd be smart to just turn around. Right, he knows things that he shouldn't know. It sounds like you know exactly why I wouldn't like it. I think being meta can work, but it just depends on the context. I probably should have eaten one of the fish. They take up more room. Oh. So these things stay broken. Okay. Good to know. Jill is pretty great. I will agree. This game is easy. Easy peasy. Alright, headshot first try. It wasn't a headshot. Headshot second try. Yeah, probably should have just knifed him from the start. Red. I've heard about it. Like, is it that... okay, so I keep hearing that Chris really, really wants Leon to be with Claire. Is that what it is? Or something? No, not Claire. No, yeah, I suppose Claire. Like, he really wants... I didn't understand that at all. I saw the memes around it, and then I played the RE2 remake, and I didn't really see anything alluding to that. So I think I'm lost. I think there's like some kind of like missing link there. I don't think I've seen what I'm supposed to see to understand that meme. Boink. 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 Hey. Boink. This game is fun. Hey, it's that dog. I'm just kidding. That dog isn't back yet. He will be for the El Gigante fight. Look at this. We're just flying by through this game. It's kind of crazy, like, how... I have to imagine I'm not in the minority here, but I have played the village portion of this game a disproportionate amount of time. Like, I of course don't hate the castle or the island, but I've played the village you know, sections of this game so many more times than I played the castle and the island versions of the game. Is that how everyone else is too? You're just like, let's play some RE4, and then this is like the best part of the game anyway. And then once you get to the castle, you're like, okay, this is kind of fun, but I'm gonna do something else. A tier. See, I've actually tried to make a tier list as an extra video, but I don't know. Like, I have a friend who is trying to talk me into doing it just because I have an extra channel and I should put all of my, you know, like videos over there because, you know, why not? But when I was trying to edit it,
good things on sale,
because I did everything besides render it, basically. But it was just, I was so bored watching it. I'm like, I don't think anyone's going to want to watch this. I don't want to watch it. So, I feel like I've kind of saved everyone else the hassle of having to watch that. Pardon me.
Thank you. What are you buying?
Envy is not S tier though. I'd say. I mean, if I don't even know. Who would I put on S tier if I had to make a psychopath tier list? If I had to make one, who would be on S tier? See, I would say Chuck, but his fight is so bad. I don't even know. I don't think the bosses in those games are good enough. Like, I'd say like the actual fights themselves, if you judge it off that, none of them are good. People want more Dead Rising. Oh, yeah, they do. Hey, pal. I feel like that's a stance where I should be able to kick him. It seems kind of silly that I can't. Hello. I love how she, or not only she, I love how enemies actually put their hands up their face and like will try to dodge you. It's just fucking great. It's all random, I'm pretty sure. Well, not I shouldn't say random, but like, cause I'm pretty sure if you aim at their heads, they will probably put their hands up. But that's the thing though, like, you have to be aiming at their head for them to put their hands up, but not every single time you aim at their head are they going to put their hands up. So, yeah, that's what I meant. There we go. So Augustine, what you're saying basically is just make a tier list for everything I possibly can in Dead Rising and just keep putting it out. And everyone would be like, I'm cool with it. Yeah, it's not like a whole bunch. I don't have that many videos there or anything. It's mostly just stuff that is either like the streams that I do, where everyone can just kind of find it in like a pretty easy to find location, or just like some things I think should be online on YouTube. Like I uploaded a song from a game that didn't have any good quality version of it existing on YouTube, so I'm like, it should be on YouTube, so I uploaded it. Yeah, it's just called Dorkaxe Extra. I don't know why I do this. I keep using my TMP for uses that I shouldn't be using it for, like as a machine gun, and I should be using it to stun, and that's it. I'm the best YouTuber of those games. YouTuber of those games. That's nice to hear. How did they not? How did they not? There we go. Oh, that's so great. This game is cool. Like, there's a whole bunch of items that like the enemies use that you can't. You know, it isn't like you're able to grab them. Oh shit! I wasn't even looking. Make us start playing old classic games. You can make reviewing them your thing. You mean like my thing? Or like your thing? Are you saying that that's what you're gonna do? Oh, I'm being silly here. Damn it. I'll go 4 again. Oh, I'm just doing great here. Just doing great. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's, all right, there we go. There we go. We're back on track. 1, 2, 3. Fuck. Maybe not. Oh, I gotta get the one that I'm 2 away from. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm gonna get it, damn it. There we go. 1, 2, 3. We'll get it, guys. Don't worry. This either goes really well or really poorly at every playthrough I do. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Oh. I feel like I should start over. This is going so poorly. I always leave one out. Wait, I can't. 1, 2. Oh, there we go. There we go. I was about to totally fuck everything up. There we go. Got it. Got it. Finally. This puzzle tilted you. I feel like I've seen a whole bunch of older stuff get reviewed on YouTube. It just... I think like what it is for me, it all comes down to like the person who's creating the video's style. And there are so many... There are, like, obviously I'm in an extremely saturated market, right? Once a few people kind of created this whole like YouTube video game analysis, you know thing, it kind of got out of hand, and now there's fucking thousands of us now. And I think it all comes down, like I've seen some that I really go, how does anyone watch this? How does anyone, like, why? And you know, like, it isn't just like the, oh fuck, it isn't just like the, you know, like, whoa guys, whoa, it isn't even those guys, but I see some people and I just think, why would anyone want to watch this? I just get kind of blown away. So I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. Just, I feel like if you wanted to do your thing and you have a unique style to it, that's pretty much the most important part. And also just to have interesting things to say. As long as you do that, and also, I guess I'm saying a lot of stuff. Have like some knowledge of games, which I'm sure you do. But I just feel like I've seen some people have opinions on games, and it's just like, do you play games at all? Like how many games? Like, I'm not saying I want to see all the games you ever played ever. Like, oh, are you an actual gamer? I just mean, like, do you have any idea of what you're talking about? It's just wild to me. But, yeah. That's good. I'm happy you like my style. Das ist gut. Boink. You know, I was pretty hyped to do like a Resident Evil series, and then like right as I was kind of gearing up to do like a Resident Evil 4 thing, I saw that Noah Caldwell Jarvis, he put, is that how you say his name? He had like his, you know, like fucking 7-hour video of the whole series, and I was just like, oh, what's the point now? But I have to say, I only watched the part where he talks about RE4 and RE5, because those games are the ones I'm for sure gonna do. And I was thinking, you know, I feel like he talks about certain things I just wouldn't talk about. Like, there's a lot of small, like, nuances that are explicitly tied to gameplay decisions that I find very interesting, that I'd want to talk about. And he didn't really talk about any of that stuff. And I was like, oh, well, I guess the door isn't closed. It's not like it would be anyway, but yeah. Well, yeah, Tank, if you are saying what I'm pretty sure you're saying, I hope I'm not, like, misunderstanding. Hello. It should be, oh, it's in there. It's on the bottom shelf of the desk when you walk through the door. Anyway, Tank, yeah, I hope I'm not like misunderstanding, but I would say anyone who wants to start out with this, do not do something you love right away. Your first few videos, or at the very least, like your very first video, I think, should be something smaller and like something that you kind of like. Cause I can't tell you, man, like, I am so glad I picked fucking Snake Pass to do first, because even though I do like Snake Pass, I don't think that's a good video. I don't think my first 4 or even like 5 videos are good videos, but that's okay. The only one I kind of regret is Pyre. I kind of want to do like one more video on Pyre, because I'm not happy with how, at the time I was happy because I didn't know what I was doing, but as you learn, you just always get better. But I'm very happy I didn't like go, alright, so the first video I'm gonna do is fucking Dark Souls or something, and I just totally bastardized that. And it's like, well, that's my only chance to talk about the game. Even like the first Dead Rising video, I think it'd be nicer if I could, hint, for extremely in the future, perhaps. It'd be nice if I could talk about the first Dead Rising again, because I feel like I could do it even more justice. Because I feel like I didn't do it as good, like as well as I could have if I had like the knowledge of the series and just on how to make a video as I do now. Oh, got it. Haven't died from those yet. Augustine, yeah, that is something I hear a lot, but it is kind of deflating though, because like when you think, I don't know, like there's an aspect to it where it's like, oh, like this certain game really isn't in like the public conscience right now, so if I have something on the game, you know, it'll be like, oh, everyone will be like, oh yeah, this is great. But if, like, for example, I had, let's just say, for example, right, if I was actually working on something for this game, and I was almost completed with it, and then like fucking like Noah had his video come out 3 days before I was about to come out with mine, I'd be like, oh, it would just be such an undercut, just like, you gotta be kidding me. I don't know, it's just, I don't know how to explain it. And it's obviously very silly because anyone can talk about like whatever they want. It isn't like you're trying to corner a market on a certain game or anything, but It's hard. It's hard to describe. Hello. How is that not a... I swear, I feel like if there is a remake, there are a few small things I would like to see changed. And again, I just went on a huge thing about you shouldn't change gameplay. Oh, I'm a hypocrite. I'm a hypocrite. Dead Rising Asian versions? Am I reading that right? Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Are you lying to me? I feel like you're lying to me. There's no way. Bonk. I'll just say, don't expect anything for Dead Rising until it happens. And then once it happens, don't expect anything related to Dead Rising for even longer. And then like once the next thing happens, really don't expect anything from Dead Rising for me ever again. Most likely. I only have 2 more things in mind, and one is already almost done. Yeah, I'm with you, Tank. I've never heard about this Asian version. Larry the Butcher? Man, it's crazy. I think there could be like this perfect version of Dead Rising if a developer would actually want to do what I would want with the game. It would be hard, but I think the perfect game would look really, really similar. Watch out, buddy! I didn't tell him in time. I just said watch out as he got hit by it. I think the perfect version of Dead Rising would be the first game as a template. And I think a pretty huge important part would be everyone who's in the game is somewhere at all times. Almost like I guess I don't want to say like a schedule or anything, but everyone that, like, every survivor, every psychopath, every person in the game that's in the game exists all the time. Because the most annoying thing, easily for me, in that game is trying to keep up my suspension of disbelief, where it's like, where the hell does Larry go if, like, you fuck up the story? Where the hell does he even come from, right? Or like the store manager, because you know what happens if you go to the fucking supermarket early? There's no zombies in there. There's no supermarket manager. There's no one there. Where the hell is Isabella if you don't do the story? Nowhere. Are you just supposed to expect that she gets captured by the store manager? It just doesn't make any sense. So, and all the survivors, obviously, they just kind of like appear, and then they go, well, I've just been spawned. I've just been born. So, I think it's possible. I for sure think it's possible, and it would have to facilitate. Like, it would have to go in line with like the usual, you know, encouragement to play the story twice because the first time you're probably gonna fuck it up, right? Like, perhaps there is like an ideal path where you can meet everyone at the right time or whatever, and you just have to learn. I don't know. I think, Augustine, you just want me to do another video on Dead Rising. Dead Rising Asian version. Basically, Tank, they're just like, oh, I've been born. Boy, I sure hope someone comes by to rescue those poor guys who are hanging off like that they were holding on to, like that big thing in like the Wonderland Plaza. They're hanging there, and you got to throw something at them to get them down. They just they get born into existence, hanging on to a thing hovering over zombies. Those poor fucking guys. Oh, that's great. You know who's the stupidest in the entire mall? Like the two stupidest people in the mall. I think you guys already know who this is, right? You guys have to know who this is. Who are the two stupidest survivors in the mall? Did I see Slappy and Slappy's girlfriend faces with a mode? I don't know what that means. I apologize. I don't know if I got everything in here. Yeah, Liquid Tank, old couple on the roof. What are they thinking? How'd they get up there? First of all. And how do they not just walk around the goddamn wall? I think that would be a pretty interesting take on it, David Mason. In fact, in a script that I had wrote that I had abandoned because it wasn't working out, I didn't know how to keep going with it. I was heavily comparing Dead Rising to Majora's Mask because, like, the schedules, you have to be at certain places at certain times, that kind of thing. And I think if a Dead Rising game leaned into that, it would work really well. Man, just think, so we're an hour and a half in, right? An hour and a half into my off-the-record stream, and I was not having fun. Where I have no idea where my wife is. Also, I can't see. And I also can't feel. Did I say that? I can't feel anything. I'm Anson My Eyes Johnson, and I hope my prices aren't too low. You want some fake doors? I can sell you some fake doors. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. I thought they already had like a mobile version of the game, and it was really weird. I know, David. I was thinking the same thing. Like, what the hell are... Like, RE4 is such a ripoff. I died. I have a lot of trouble with this guy here because I was trying to complete the game without having to without upgrading my health and like without dying at all, and I'm having the most trouble. Yeah, thanks, Scorn. I'm having the most trouble with this fight because I think he has a few attacks that are really hard to avoid. here, you have to go to the right, I think. Like, also you don't have a lot of room to work with here. Yeah, because, like, if you want to avoid all this... See, like, fucking... There's almost no opportunities to actually shoot at him. It's very frustrating. Like, if you really want to avoid all damage, there are very, very few windows to attack him. Now, you can't aim yet, otherwise he'll get off. Where is he? See, watch, I'll aim and he'll be like, whoa. There we go. Okay, I got 2 hits in. Go away to the right. Grab a thing. He's gonna do his thing. Nope, not yet. No, I guess he is. Oh, okay. I thought he was gonna go down. Grab it. Thank you. This part's also really silly. I mean, how long is this fucking rope? And also, you can't aim for shit on this part. Like, it takes so... It's so slow to rotate. Also doesn't make any sense why he would go underneath you. It's a good thing he went left there. This is actually going really well so far. Oh, I should have gone left. Okay, that worked out. He hasn't gone in like at any of like the debris this whole fight. I think that's all RNG. I think that's all RNG because I know I was on normal and I hadn't died before. And yes, I know I know I just died, but because I saved and loaded, it didn't actually like adjust the difficulty for it. So I'm pretty sure that didn't affect anything. But it's like I know I've done that fight before, and he runs the boat into that, you know, like barge shit like over and over and over. And this time he didn't do it at all. Just that very first time. Yeah, I don't know. I'd agree. It is a pretty weak fight, but it is. I do like its inclusion, and if it always went like that, I'd have no problem with it. But it doesn't always go like that. Sometimes he takes you over those fucking barges. I'm not sure if that's what they're called, but just over and over and over, and you can't do anything. You just have to try to keep avoiding them. What is a casino arcade version of Dead Rising? What's a casino arcade? Is that like Apple Arcade? Apple Arcade's a thing. You are really into the Envy fight. PlayStation 30. Whew. Oh, the Gigante fight in Resident Evil 5 was a joke, Scorn. At least this one there's a challenge. The other one, you just point in the space and shoot. You like to fight Wesker? The only fight I remember is the one that has blonde-haired Jill, who's clearly Samus, who's clearly Zero Suit Samus. Like, clearly Zero Suit Samus. Like, clearly Zero Suit Samus. I remember as a kid, I was like, God damn, she's hot. And now I'm just thinking, that's clearly Zero Suit Samus. Corey, sorry. I don't even know if it's that, because I think House of the Dead is more interesting. Like, I think, like, an actual rail shooter is more fun than what we were doing when we were fighting the El Gigante thing. It was just... Yeah. Anyway. Nope, we're going this way. Right, but I think I think the games that are trying to be rail shooters are actually okay. Well, obviously depending on the game. But that was not as good as a game that's genuinely just a rail shooter. It's kind of funny, like, how many times I've played this, where, like, it almost reminds me of, like, Ocarina of Time, where I can play that game and not even have to think about anything. It's just like, yep, I do this, 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 I do this. You just know all the secrets.
Got some rare. What are you selling?
Here, you can take my upgraded...
Thank you. Thank you.
Put those two together. Spinels.
Is that... Thank you.
Thank you. I can't do it.
What are you buying?
Hunnigan is better than Ada? I don't know. I do wish there was more to buy in this area, because I feel like it doesn't really open up until the castle, where you can get like a whole bunch of shit. I am gonna fight the doggos. Those guys are way harder than, like, it's crazy how much more difficult the game gets once you hit chapter 2 or act 2 or however you want to say it. And if you really want to make it more difficult, yeah, you can go back and fight the doggos. It's crazy. I couldn't believe that you were able to do that. I feel like as a kid I didn't know you could do that. Or at the very least, I didn't realize you could keep going back and you could actually find more and more stuff, and enemies respawned in areas where you didn't think they might have respawned. It's crazy. Oh, I should get rid of that rifle ammo. I don't know what I had. Oh, crap. Okay. Here, you buy the rifle ammo from me. No, no.
What are you selling? Is that all? What are you selling?
Here, how about you also buy a fish? Just a bass.
Is that all?
Okay. Do I need those eggs? My guy. Protein, man. His name isn't Morris Augustine. Get out of here. You're making crap up. It's not allowed. Shiva? I think Shiva's okay. I feel like Shiva was a decision. I don't know. I don't know. I think she's okay. I just think it's so interesting that a lot of this stuff spawns again. Like, you wouldn't think it would spawn again, because even when you have to go back to, like, the main part of the village, a lot of that stuff doesn't spawn again. Yet, if you come back here, a completely optional thing, a lot of this stuff is like, yeah, sure, you can have us again. Or you can have something new instead. It's just crazy. And you get this cutscene. They do a lot of damage. See, I'll use these eggs right now, Sporn, you little shithead. Oh, these guys are... They do so much damage. Like, I can't shake that faster. These guys are probably, like, some of the hardest enemies in the game. And you get a treasure that wasn't there before. That's crazy. This area is so interesting. Is there a thing here? I could have sworn there's a thing here before. Am I just wrong? I think I'm just wrong. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be streaming the whole night actually. Scorn, are you like are you I'll just be honest. I want to play Age of Empires at some point today. Is that something that might interest you? Tonight at some point? Because Age of Empires is fun. Doink, doink, doink. How much later? Perhaps in like 4 hours, you think? Or like 3 hours? Obviously right now it's early. Yeah, Tank, absolutely. This is like I think someone asked me before like what my favorite games were. This is easily top 5. Oh yeah, that sounds fun. It made a sploosh sound. His axe made a sploosh sound. This game is amazing. Look at this. All these boxes are back too. Like what the hell? And you get ammo. And a snake again. And I get burned alive. Like, how great is that, guys? I should just use the egg. I'll use it right now. I don't know. I mean, I hear RE3 was also kind of not as good, but I don't know for sure because I've only played the remake. I think the RE3 remake, if that is like I hear there was like a Clocktown section that was kind of stripped out. I don't know, so I'm not quite the best judge, but that seemed pretty out of place as well. Or at the very least, it wasn't as good. Wasn't nearly as good. But again, don't know. I think it's supposed to have a clock tower section or something. Boink, boink. I should stop wasting my ammo. Boink. Diablo 2. Yes, I have played Diablo 2. Also, guys, are you seeing this? So, he isn't supposed to be like the first Plagas you see. The first one is supposed to get his own cutscene. But if you come back this way, you can see a Plagas prior to the one you get with the cutscene later on. So cool. Who is this Nick person? You mean from Dead Rising 3? I like Diablo 2. That's alright. I don't like the type of game that it is, but out of all of the games of that type I have played, it is the best one. I just don't really like the games where you have to collect a bunch of loot. But I did like Diablo 2 more than I liked Grim Dawn and also Torchlight 2. I haven't played what's that game called? The one that's free, that's also kind of like Diablo 2. Path of Exile. I haven't played that game, but I might at some point. I have tried to play Zombie U, and that was something I was thinking about doing on the channel. I don't know, perhaps at some point. What's that noise? You hear that? Is that him? He did. The hit percent, I don't even remember what the hit percentage. What was it really low? I don't remember it at all. I don't remember a lot of things from Diablo 2 scoring. Like basically nothing. Besides hide and seek. Hide and seek was really fun. Like some of the cave sections, like some of the boss fights. I recall like the moments that we had with it, which is great, but I don't remember like a lot of the specific stuff. Yeah. I do like Majora's Mask, Augustine. It's probably my either first or second favorite game of all time. I hope to at some point soon. I say soon, but I hope to at some point in the near future. And the near future could be 1 to 3 years from now. Okay, so like the quickest strat for this guy. So I think it takes 3 knives, I believe so, on this guy. But if you do I think if you do 2 shotgun blasts on his outgrowth thing, then you're still able to do like the stabbing or like the slashing of the knife.
¡Rápido! 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 ¡Carga! ¡Usa los músculos! ¡Rápido! ¡Apúrense! ¡Por aquí! ¡Rápido! ¡Rápido! ¡Por aquí! ¡Por aquí! ¡Ay! ¡Se vuelve loco! ¡Mierda!
That guy got flung. Rápido, rápido. You can't see me. Hey, it's that dog. Everyone ready for it? Everyone ready for it? Hey, it's that dog. So say it. We're not gonna get the dog thing yet. Oh, okay. It's only one shot. Only one shot you can do. Might be. Fucking fruit fly. Did I kill you? Ugh. Fruit flies are the frickin' devil. So you see that? That's how you get the max. Look at that, only 2. Look at that, a 2 cycle. I sometimes forget that you don't have like a quick time event there, so I put the controller down and I get really scared thinking I'm gonna die because I didn't dodge out of the way of his attack. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Tank. Also, if he happens to destroy this, like all these buildings here, you don't get any of the treasure in here. so it's kind of risky to not grab the stuff in the fight, because if he destroys it, it's gone. But I'm pretty good at this fight at this point. Dawn of the Dead, but a video game. At some point, everything has got to be a video game, right? I gotta tell you, man, like, you know what's really frustrating? Well, I shouldn't say frustrating, but it is a shame how it seems like movies are almost never original. Almost never. It's always off of a book, off of a comic, off of like a different movie, off of a TV show. It's all, like, they're all, almost every script is some kind of adapted screenplay. Like, almost every single one of them. And it's just kind of depressing, you know? At least I think so. Like, I almost feel like if a person has an original screenplay, unless they're really big, like fucking Christopher Nolan, it's just not gonna see anything besides, like, you know, like some not art studios, like artsy art house stuff, and no one's gonna be able to see it. So you pretty much have to write a really good book where you have all the control, right? And you can create all these cool characters and these cool worlds and this cool story. And then you have to just wait for like a movie studio to be like, we'll make a movie off of that. And it probably won't be what you want, but at the very least it'll be something that you made that it still won't be original though, because of course that's not how Hollywood works. Well, The Room was not a book first, so I will agree. The Room is the best movie because it's original. I don't know, like, it's just kind of sad that... I mean, in a way it's sad, but in a way it's not. There obviously is a lot more... There's many more salaries, right, that have to get paid when you produce a movie. A lot more. A lot more hands are in the pot. A lot more people are kind of like hoping that the film is a success. So if you take a risk off of something new and it doesn't pay off, that's not good. That's why Hollywood is very safe with things. Very, very safe. Whereas like a book, you know, unless you have like a very, very pushy publisher or like editor or something, you're the one that gets to create everything. It's great. And I feel like that's why so many of like the best things were originally books, because I feel like if you have a whole bunch of decisions that come from a committee, you're not going to get the best product. You're just not. If a person has a vision and tries to stick to that vision, it has a chance to be really good, has a chance to be really bad, everything in between. But if a whole team is behind something, it's probably going to be okay, or like pretty good. Anyway. Yeah, I think I agree with you, Liquid Tank. I feel like there are a lot of cool ideas. Like, I keep reading about this, and it's just so sad. It's a perfect example of why, you know, even when you have something original, there's so many hands in the pot that, like, higher up people always want to change stuff. I'm sure everyone here has seen The Matrix, right? And everyone always likes to go on about, it's so stupid that the whole, you know, like the whole backstory or like the whole world is based on a plot hole, basically, where humans can't create, you know, they aren't very good like energy producers. Like the human body, like it doesn't make any sense to use humans to create energy at all. Like it doesn't make any sense. It would require a lot more energy, all that kind of stuff, right? You're right, it makes no sense, but that's not what the Wachowskis wanted. the humans were supposed to be like processing power or something. Like they're supposed to use their brains as like a huge fucking server or something. And like the execs were like, we don't think that audiences will understand that, so you should change it to batteries, which is fucking stupid. So it's just a shame how it's like even the Matrix, right, which is fucking amazing, right? The Matrix is great. Even the Matrix, you know, has this small aside, like, yeah, well, there's this obviously stupid thing about it, but it wouldn't be so stupid if the people who actually know what they're doing were allowed to do what they want to fucking do. Anyway. This is out of nowhere, but I'm also thinking, if someone were to give me a game that's as good as RE4 and had me play it, would I get the same feeling that I want out of it? I don't remember what it feels like to play Resident Evil 4 for the first time. I don't remember what it feels like. I have played Resident Evil 4 so many times that the main thing I can remember is just how I'm playing it now, where it's a really fucking good game. You can replay as many times as you want to. But I totally forgot how it feels to play this for the first time. So, I don't know, it's just interesting how... I guess I'm not really sure what I'm trying to say. Yeah, it's a shame, like, there's a whole bunch of people who don't know about it, and it's just like, it's a shame, because you have all, like, these snarky people, and, like, you know, all the TV shows, and whatnot, who always like to poke fun at it, and I almost think that's such a waste, because it's just not what they wanted it. It's not what they wanted. It's just... I mean, obviously you can argue that is what exists, right? So, like, the thing that exists is what you talk about. It's canonical, right? It's what you make fun of. So, like, you know, like perhaps an episode of Family Guy or American Dad or anything else that has that kind of like snarky tone, perhaps like Key and Peele or what, you know, anything. I've just seen a lot of people act like the Matrix is dumb because of that, and it's just like, it almost seems like a waste of energy. It's like, you guys, you're making fun of something that, if any, it just doesn't make any sense to make fun of it. Like, it's so batshit ridiculous, because it's just not what the creator wanted for it. It just feels like you're yelling into a void, because like, oh, this is dumb, and the creators are like, yep, it is dumb, but we didn't have any say. So... Anyway, enough of all that. So so this is where you're supposed to fight the El Gigante, but because I killed him earlier in a weird way, he won't be here. Which I think is pretty cool. BioShock 1. Fun fact, I was actually going to do a critique of that game. I think this was back in like last November. I was going to do, because I had just done the first Dead Rising, and I was thinking, I know what I should do. I should do the first Dead Rising, the first Assassin's Creed, and the first BioShock, because all of those are pretty, like, Xbox 360 era stuff, right? And, I was thinking, I feel like this game has been talked about a lot, and if I really want to talk about it, and, like, have interesting opinions, I have to read... Atlas Shrugged. So, I got an Audible subscription, or whatever. I don't know, Scorn. That's... But, I got like an Audible subscription, and, like, a few times at work. I don't think I got as far as I really should have gotten into it. But, I was listening to the fucking Atlas Shrugged by Ayn Rand, and I gotta tell you, it's not very good. But you know, if I do ever talk about BioShock, I have to know that book, because it's clear that the creators were just going, oh, Atlas Shrugged, okay, because Andrew Ryan is obviously Ayn Rand. Not is Ayn Rand, but there's just a whole bunch of that kind of messaging in the City of Rapture, and I don't want to spoil anything that comes out at some point, but there's only 4 people here, so I'll just spoil everything for you. I used to like BioShock a lot, and I still think it's a good game, but I think Ken Levine is a hack. I can't believe how on the nose everything was in BioShock. And I know, in 06, that's when the game came out. At the time, you know, like, games didn't really have those kind of serious topics or like analogies or, I guess I should say allegories. Like, the only thing that really was highbrow stuff was probably, like, the MGS series. And that's basically it. So I understand that they were probably better than most of their contemporaries for that stuff, but looking back at it now, it's kind of cringeworthy, like how on the nose everything is. Like, oh my god, it just feels so hacky. Like he really wanted to make sure everyone understood what he's talking about. Can't believe he named it the main antagonist Andrew Ryan. It's just insane. It's funny how easy this puzzle is. Like, am I alone? Am I alone in that? This puzzle is like ridiculously easy. Sounds good, Scorn. Have fun with the dog stuff. Augustine, you're kidding, right? It's literally the opposite. It's the moral of BioShock is the opposite, basically.
Ashley.
Don't come!
Hey.
Augustine, I'm convinced you're just a troll in the chat, and you just like to say trolly things.
Calm down. Everything's going to be just fine. My name's Leon. I'm under the President's order to rescue you.
What? My father?
That's right. And I have to get you out of here. Now come with me.
It's Leon. I've succeeded in extricating my subject.
Good work, Leon. I'll send a chopper over right away.
Where's the extraction point?
There's another trail.
Leon is such a Chad. Extricating my subject? Come on, my guy. Come on, my guy. Like, what come on now. What is he talking about? Use human words. I'm successful in extricating my subject. I'm telling you, I also, yeah. David Mason, that's a good point. I think I've already said this with you last time, too, when I was playing Black Widow. If I were to do something on like the BioShock games, I have to play System Shock. I have to be able to see all the similarities, because it's clearly just System Shock.
I'll take the girl.
Who are you?
If you must know, my name is Osmond Sadler, the master of this fine religious community.
What do you want?
To demonstrate to the whole world our astounding power, of course. No longer will the United States think they can police the world forever. So, we kidnapped the president's daughter in order to give her our power and then send her back.
No.
Don't mind me.
Leon, I think they shot something in my neck.
What did you do to her?
We just planted her a little gift. Oh, there's going to be one hell of a party when she returns home to her loving father. But before that, I thought I might bargain with the president for some donation. Believe it or not, it takes quite a lot of money to keep this church up and running.
Faith and money will lead you nowhere, Sadler.
Yeah, Augustine, I'm very confused
Oh,
about
I
that too.
believe-
Cause like, I skipped it because I didn't show it. Look at that, 90%. That's pretty good accuracy. I was using the shotgun mostly, and also as El Gigante. I don't really mind them telling the plan, but what I do mind is him running out of the window. Cause this is a really small area, right? It's really small. So like they try to shoot him with crossbows. He runs out of the window. Like he hops out. And I'm right here. I'm right here. It isn't like we make an escape or anything. I'm here. Here, throw it here. You know, look at that. It doesn't make any sense. I'm right outside for him. In fact, I'll go in there. Where'd he go? Yeah, so fun fact, I didn't even know you could come in here. I thought he said like, no, I shouldn't go back in there or something. This kind of shows you how weak your actual guns are in the village, though. I'm pretty sure these guys have health bars that are higher because they're enemies from the castle. 5,000 for killing him. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna do that every single playthrough now. Oh, Augustine, if you say that one more time, oh man, you're gonna be banned. Let's eat a fish. I think I might want to call the stream soon. I don't know how much longer I'll be playing. Not gonna ban you. Boink. His torch just... Was that his torch? That's insane. I got air. Metal Gear Rising. What do you mean Metal Gear Rising 3? I'm so confused. That's not a game. Are you trying to say like Metal Gear Solid? Because there's only one Rising, wasn't there? And that was
Welcome.
that was Revengeance? Left 4 Dead? No, I'm never gonna do a video on Left 4 Dead. Never ever. Never ever ever ever.
Thank you.
There was a part of me at one point that wanted to do a video about every zombie game. I was like, all right, that's my market. Everyone likes my Dead Rising videos. I'm gonna do every zombie game ever. But I'm sure you noticed I didn't do that. No, I haven't even played that. I don't know if I will. Like the best part about the Left 4 Dead games for me was being able to play the zombies online. And I don't, is that an option in those games? It just looks like it's just like a 4-player human stuff where you shoot zombies. Like, Takes a lot of hits. Don't shoot the cow. Oh, there's no cow there anymore. I kind of wanted to do something on that game, on Dead Island, but when in fact, I was going to do it in October of last year when I had just done the first Dead Rising game. But I feel like when I started it up, it asked you which character you wanted to play, and it seemed really weird. I don't know. I never even played the game. I think I should do that. So perhaps at some point that's something I'll do, because I am kind of interested in it. And of course, it does have the greatest trailer for basically any game ever. I'm not sure if anyone recalls the amazing trailer of it, where it's like you see it go. I think it goes backwards in time in slow-mo, and it's like this one like zombie attacks like a couple out of the window or something, but after like, it goes back far enough, you realize that it was actually like their kid and it had just got infected or something like that. It was pretty emotional. I don't think it matched the tone of the game, but it was a really good trailer. Ahí está. What are these boxes? What are they? I don't have any hope for a fifth game. I mean, wait, hang on. I should say this. I hope it happens at some point, but I just don't think it ever will. Like, I was happy that a Devil May Cry 5 happened, but at the same time, we know that the director of like 3 and 4 wanted to do a 5 anyway. They wanted to do it. Whereas nobody in Capcom wants Dead Rising. Like, why wouldn't they just let the... Like, it seems like the people who made the first game didn't give a shit about it. They're like, well, that's that game. What's that? You want more of this game? Hey, here's a development studio that makes baseball games. We'll get them to do everything else. And we got what we got. Here, I'll catch you. Oh, I guess not.
Hey, what are you looking at?
I'm climbing up the ladder, Ashley. Come on. Avoid it, Ashley. Avoid it. Avoid it. How do I have her wait?
Wait.
There we go. Like, oh, I can't believe I didn't get hit there. I keep hitting the wrong button.
Follow me.
Oh! That was close. I'm tired. I have no idea why either. Yeah, if they could just, like, if they ever make a Dead Rising, Dead Rising 5, maybe just not even acknowledge the fourth game in any way. Like, what I think they should have done is just lean into the idea that all they're going to be doing is rehashing, like, the same idea, but in, like, different gimmicked locations. that's basically what number 2 was, right? It was pretty much like the same idea. It wasn't as good, but it was pretty much the same idea. So have that, but at an airport. Have that at a museum. Have it at on a cruise ship. I heard that one time, and that's a good idea too. Just have the same thing. Like, creative story where it would make sense for the characters, like for the same thing to be happening, and there you go. You're fine. I think having it be so overarching just really made it, like, really. You piece of shit. And he tried to grab me too, you see that? Run away, run away, run away. Point. I'm dead. That was close. A city, I don't know. I still feel like it's just, I don't want something that big. I just don't want something that big. It's just too big. You have to have it so it's big, but there's like enough. Like, for example, right? I don't think if you made like the Resident Evil like mansion humongous, if it would have made it that much better. Like, because it's so small. Well, it is big, but it's just, it's extremely interconnected in all the right ways. Like the police station from Resident Evil 2 is also great, you know, in that way as well. I don't think areas are always better if they're bigger. And it seems like was a pretty big focus of Dead Rising 3, just try to have the world be sprawling. And you don't want a world to be sprawling, because then it's really boring to travel from point A to point B, because you're just walking on a flat land, and you're not doing anything interesting. I don't even understand what that means. I do love Bloodborne, but I don't think it's as good as the first Dark Souls, or even as good as Demon Souls. It is really good, though. I'd say Bloodborne, if I had to make a top 10, it would probably be in the top 10. Well, I don't know. It's a pretty tight race, because I'd say, let's see. The games that have to be higher than that are Majora's Mask, Breath of the Wild, Resident Evil 4. So that's 3 right there. Dark Souls, Demon Souls. That's 5. Metroid Prime. That's 6. Nex Machina. Well, I don't know. I feel like it's probably on the same level of Nex Machina. I think it's probably right on that line. Is it as good as the Wind Waker? That's debatable. Is it as good as Shadow of the Colossus? Probably not. You see, I forgot about Shadow of the Colossus. I don't know. It's just not. Yeah. I like that as well. I would like it if every game had a different protagonist. It's just that every game got progressively worse. I think if I had to rank all the Dead Rising protagonists, it would just be in the exact order that the game's released in. That's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would just be... How did she... It would be Frank, then it'd be Chuck, and then it'd be Nick, and then it'd be horrible Hank East. He's the worst. So yeah, I would like it if that's... But then again, I also kind of like the trend... I shouldn't say trend, because it only happened once. Where you fought the previous protagonist. I really liked how, in Off the Record, you could fight Chuck. I really think that was a cool gimmick that they should have capitalized on more. So perhaps, like, Nick could have a fight against Chuck, and not what happened. Because what happened was not great. Yeah. Nick is not a good protagonist. You know who's a great protagonist? He's not protagonist, but you know who's a great character in number 3? Gary. I almost forgot his name. I totally love Gary. He's great. He's the best character in the game, and it's not even close. If he... Honestly, if I could play as Gary, you know, absolutely. I would say... I might like the game more, to be honest with you.
I opened it, Leon.
Oh, Gary's so great. I'd play a game where he's the main protagonist. Oh, I know, I'm so tired today. Gary is not Nick's model made fat. What are you talking about? Yeah, Gary's great.
Welcome. Got a selection. What are you buying?
I think after this part, I'm gonna probably call it for the day. I'm getting really tired. I should take a nap or something. I didn't get much sleep last night.
Thank you. Is that all?
If you guys would like, though,
Thank you.
I can keep playing this. Like, I can try to keep streaming the whole playthrough of this. You know, like whenever I feel like playing it, if that's something you guys are into. Like, it doesn't have to just be Halloween. But I think after this area here, I'll probably call it for the day. Because there are some people who want me to stream more, so, you know, I don't hate streaming. Oh, did you see that guy's face? It was like a PS1 face. What the fuck? I wish I could... Ah! Some of their faces are so bad. I never looked at them. What do you... David Mason, I have no idea what you're talking about, the whole Fiddler's Green thing. No idea what you're talking about.
Leon! Small world, eh? Well, I see that the president's equipped his daughter with ballistics, too.
How rude! And I don't believe there's any relevance with my figure and my standing. Who are you?
Oh, excuse me, Your Highness. Perhaps the young lady might want to introduce herself first before asking someone his name.
Is that a real
My
game?
name's
Or are
Ashley
you
Brown,
fucking with me
the
here?
President's daughter.
Is she... Well, you know.
Don't worry. She's cool.
Well, I'll also be trying to upload all of my
Yeah,
playthroughs,
never
all of my
mind.
stream stuff to my
There's
secondary
supposed to
channel,
be some kind of
Dorkaxe
symptom
Extra.
before you
It's on the
turn
channel,
into
on like the bottom of it. You can find it. I can... Oh my god, their faces are so bad. So, yeah.
It's game time.
I'll be trying to upload stuff there, so hopefully if you miss a stream, you can still watch it if you're interested. If not, I totally get it. There's only a select few people where I would actually watch their stream after the fact. Well, if that's the case, David, if it's a real game, yeah, I'll look into it. We'll have to see, though. Small world, eh? He's giving me stuff. Thanks, pal. You know, if you shoot Lewis enough, he'll just start shooting you, and no trouble. Lewis is a fucking rock star. You see his aiming? The Beatles rock band. Oh man, I feel like I could totally make a video about that. Not not the game specifically, but like the idea that like I feel like there's a pretty big disconnect when it comes to like really popular rhythm games like that, where it's like you want to play a song that you like, but the songs you like aren't challenging enough. You know, like they don't offer you a hard enough experience. I was gonna make a small video on that a long time ago, but I didn't do it, which is probably for the best. Because also, I mean, in reality, right, like, there are plenty of rhythm games at this point that aren't really connected to actual songs, or like a Guitar Hero or anything like that, so, that's what I always felt. Anytime I would play, like, Rock Band with friends, they'd want to pick songs they liked, but those songs were way too easy for me. I wasn't having fun. Because I wanted to play that game to challenge myself. Whereas they wanted to play it because they wanted to have fun, I guess. Weird fuckers. Wanted to have fun. I would absolutely love to play Clone Hero if I was able to get a frickin' Guitar Hero 2 guitar to play it. I would be all over that. Those are so fucking expensive.
Are you okay?
Am I okay? I'm more than okay. You know what I should do? Use one of these fucking grenades. Imagine being that guy who walked out the ladder, and at the very top, he just gets blinded and falls down. Like, almost there, and... I can't see!
Man, this never ends!
This never ends. Yeah, the copyright will just strike you down immediately. I mean, it won't be bad. Like, it's not gonna hurt you or anything. You just won't be able to make any money off of it. Like, for example, all of the streams I've ever done, when it comes to a Dead Rising game, I wasn't able to make any money off of the VOD after the fact because it always had a song that was licensed in it. I'm like, really? No, you should have shot him quickly. Yay! His face looks good. It's crazy when I saw all the people on screen earlier.
Looks like they're back
When they were
now.
walking towards the house.
So,
Some of those
what do we do
faces
now?
looked like PS2,
bridge
like
I
really
crossed to get
jagged
here's out.
shit. It
So I
was
guess we have
hilarious.
no choice but to keep moving.
I forgot something. You guys go on ahead.
Lewis.
Oh, Lewis, baby, where you going? Hun. Lewis! Okay, I think that's where I'm gonna call it. Oh yeah, you kind of have to rely on outside sources, or just if you're gonna make, you know, like a new video, you just make sure you don't have it copyrighted. I only have a video on the channel that is claimed, and that's the Lord of the Rings Two Towers review, and it's because I have songs in the first 10 seconds of the video, and that's all it took, and I chose to keep it that way because I think it makes the video better. But it is a shame because for some reason people want to watch that one more than my... Because I only have 2 videos out on Lord of the Rings, right? And people want to watch the Two Towers one more, but that one's claimed, so I can't make any money off of it. Whereas my Return of the King video is longer. It can be monetized, like I can get money from it, but people don't want to watch it as much. So, either way, it's fine. Okay, I think that's it for me. For today. I did 2 smaller streams. One was torture and one was more fun. I think you guys can kind of guess. Yeah. I'll probably try to stream again in the next few weeks. I don't know what I'll stream though. Perhaps it could be this, perhaps it could be Dead Rising 3 even, right? Perhaps it could... No, it probably won't be Dead Rising 3. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm gonna call it here.